Hey guys, Forever Fangirl here. So in my last video, I mentioned that I was going to Smash 2017, and I sort of gave a rundown of the things I was going to do there. I also said I was going to vlog on the Saturday, which I did, right up until we got in the car to leave. And then I didn't touch my camera for the rest of the day. Now don't get me wrong, I really did want to vlog, I was really excited to do it, but the thing was, once I got there, I just didn't know what to vlog about. There are a lot of amazing things that happened that day, but the truth was I just wanted to be able to experience them and enjoy them rather than having to whip out a camera and explain what was going on. However, I did still want to share my experiences, so I decided that I'd make this recap video for anyone who's actually interested in what happened. Which, let's be honest, is probably no one, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so deal with it. So I ended up going to the convention with 3 of my friends. 2 were my friends Rinne Cosplay, aka Alicia, and Bubble Elf, aka Other Jess, who I mentioned in my pre-con vlog. The 3rd was another friend of mine, and her name's Judy. So on Saturday, we woke up really early because all of us were cosplaying. Alicia went as Futaba from Persona 5, I went as Kawaii-chan from my street, my friend Jess went as Zane from my street, because hello Zane-chan, amazingness, and Judy went as Jenny from Steven Universe, I think. Though she was wearing a jacket all day, so you couldn't actually see half her cosplay. Oh yeah, and we also woke up to Alicia playing BTS music because the 3 of them are all part of the army. Anyway, so we arrived at the convention pretty early. We were actually there before the doors opened. Alicia found her squad and decided that she was going to hang out with them for the rest of the day, so by this point the doors had opened and Alicia, Judy and I all decided that we were going to go explore the con. We ended up browsing the artist alley for most of the morning because there were a ton of posters and they were all amazing, and I may have spent $150 on posters over the weekend. And I was also finally able to buy a decent pair of cat ears for my Kawaii-chan cosplay, which I was wearing at the time. Shortly after that, we actually had a couple of fellow My Street fans come over and ask for a photo of our cosplays, which was really cool. It was quite funny though, because I don't think they noticed Jess at first, because she was a couple of stalls down. So when they came over and asked, I kind of turned and shouted for Jess to come over because people wanted to take our photo. And it took them a second to realize that it was Zane, and then another second to realize Zane-chan. And then they freaked out, which was like, other people understand. So yeah, that was really cool. It's actually the first time that someone's asked me for a photo when I was in cosplay, so you know, it felt nice to be appreciated. Thanks guys. I'll put the picture up here that we took with them, but I'll cover their faces for privacy reasons. Speaking of cosplays, we saw some amazing cosplays that day. We saw people from Persona 5, Nier Automata, Miraculous Ladybug, a whole variety of things. I'm always really blown away by the time and attention to detail that other cosplayers put into their costumes, because it's amazing. But anyway, by the end of the morning, I'd already spent about half of my money, and Jess and I had lost Judy about half a dozen times, because it turns out that Judy likes to wander a lot. So in the end, we gave up trying to keep track of her, and we saw her every couple of hours or so when we randomly walked past her in the halls. So for the majority of the day, it was really just Jess and I walking around together, because for starters, we were both cosplaying from the same series, and also us Jesses have to stick together. And we explored just about everywhere. There was so much stuff to see and do there. There was performances and karaoke and guest panels to see, a games room, an art wall, weapon shops. It was amazing. To be honest, I was probably this close to buying a Keyblade, but they didn't have Oathkeeper, and I really want to get that one if I get any Keyblade ever, because Alicia has Oblivion and I could steal them and dual wield them, and that would be very awesome. Moving on. We also went to the anime lab and I saw Silent Voice for the 2nd time and cried again. And later that afternoon we went and attended the Cosplay Miraculous panel, which was pretty cool. After that we all decided to call it a day, and so we met up with the others and went home. Not before stopping for dinner, still in cosplay. Yeah, we got a lot of weird looks. Anyway, Judy and Jess went home and Alicia and I went back to her house to get ready for the next day. Sunday was significantly easier to get ready for because I wasn't cosplaying, but Alicia was, because she was actually part of the Owari no Seraph cosplay panel. So Alicia's panel was first thing in the morning, and as a result we had to get there really early to be able to get her panel pass so that she could get in. So we were waiting in line because that morning we actually got there before the gates had even opened, and Alicia's starting to worry because she has to get in there and get the panel pass before she can actually get to the panel, and if she doesn't hurry, she's not going to be on time. So one of the Smash supervisors actually overhears her talking and asks if she's a guest, and Alicia's like, well, I guess, yeah, I'm a guest. And this lady freaks out. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here, go ahead and get your pass. So Alicia goes ahead to get her pass, and she gets it fine and everything, but at the time, the way that the supervisor was talking, it sounded like she thought that she was an actual, like, guest, like, guest star. And I just imagined her accidentally delivering Alicia to the place where all the guest stars were instead of the panels, and I don't know. But like I said, it was all good. She got her pass, and a few minutes later we were let in too. The panel went really well. It was actually recorded by a couple of people, so I'll leave the links in the description below so you can go check that out. Like Saturday, Alicia ended up hanging out with her squad quite a bit, so I decided to wander the con a bit. I got a lot more merch, including from a stall with two very nice people who gave me several discounts throughout the day, and the two of us also checked out the Persona 5 meetup because there were a lot of fellow Persona 5 fans there. Once again, all the cosplays were amazing and wonderful, and I'll see if I can find any photos to put up here. I might not have any. That afternoon I watched the cosplay catwalk and the karaoke finals before we decided to call it a day and go home. Now, like I said, I bought a lot of merch whilst at Smash, which is why I now have this amazing background, which took a week to rearrange because not everything fit. I'll insert a photo here of the entire wall because it's just floor to ceiling now. So aside from the 40-something posters I got and the caddies I mentioned earlier, I also got this necklace. It's called Expecto Patronum, and it's part of the collection of Harry Potter spells and potion necklaces. Aside from this one, I also have Felix Felicis and Phoenix Tears. Hopefully one day I'll be able to collect all of them, but they're really expensive, so I can only really afford one per con. And I think that's about it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun at Smash. It was a really good experience, and I'll definitely be going again next year. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like and a comment below, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!